Good morning, my boy. Good afternoon. I
Good
sorry.
afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Yes.
Matt, I'm sad. When I should be happy, I'm sad.
I know. I know. I know.
Because of a mother, I cannot do pledge.
Okay.
Even though the rat sent me to buy medication instead of getting my medication for my pressure up there. Just put down my name. You know
Okay.
my number.
All right.
I'll come to the studio when
Thank you. Lucille pledging. She wants to remain anonymous. A pledge, huh?
No more lies and no more crew. When a storm is over, everyone must get their due. Don't forget to remember the Patriots. Historians, they just lie a lot.
Dicey, what is your most memorable when you were crowned? What do you think is the most memorable for you?
I figured at the time, I don't know if it's people that was expecting something because I always have rivals. They always pushing somebody to challenge me.
Okay.
In the Calypso vibes. Instead of they going and do the people's business and doing it right. People are always looking for the rivals always there.
Mm-hmm.
They push somebody. So I think at the time everybody was on somebody else's side, man, and then I had to boost that. Like I remember walking after winning, going up by myself in the park. I meet a security guy that is daddy up in Baveston. You know himself, he's
Yes.
Great. Yeah, man, and you know the emotional vibes happen because I was so kind of contented that, you know, when obstacles against you and you burst through the barriers, that is a beautiful thing, you know. Yeah.
You remember
I
one time?
remember what I can't remember what song and what crown it was, but I can see the moment in my brains all now. You know, but it had nothing to do with the song really. It more had to do with the people and how they was coming, certain of the what they call them, the rivals,
Okay.
and their crews and who like who and this thing. And I still had to go through and buzz it, you know. So
Okay.
so it was like emotional vibes of joy, you know. So I remember that one good.
All right, and another anonymous $100. Just write anonymous by there. I'll give you the number, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Watching the animals teach me to look at my different thing. Everybody want to hear your voice.
Another day from Kisi, Agnita, for the region. To my Calypso Boldface King, I'm pledging, I'm pledging $150 US.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Calypso Boldface King.
Thank you for your support and consistency with the art, bringing the issues to light.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Dicey, for being a remarkable and patriotic Dominican. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Somebody else is pledging 200 US. And it will be delivered to somebody who will bring it in, huh?
Yeah, man. I already don't know. I might say, okay. It's somebody walking in to do their thing.
The last caller. Yes, 200. Okay. A lot of people just walking in, and I like that. The people are feeling the vibe.
Hey. That's funny. Big up on yourself. Yeah, Calypso lovers. Big up yourself. And as much as I say, I didn't be part of that, you know, I just being part of it and appreciating it. That's just it, you know. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I have a Mrs. Watch here. She wants to say something, I imagine.
Come close to me. Let them see.
How are you doing, Mrs. Watch?
Very good. And good day, my king guys.
Good day, Dudu. But we know where you been, eh?
Of course. Well, my boy, today, the Mass Camp crew are very happy to be part of this initiative. We've always supported you and all the other Calypsonians of Mass Camp, and you are no exception, Dicey.
Yeah, man.
The emphasis today is on you as you are being honored and showered on your special day initiated by the Q95 management.
True.
Last year, Mighty D sang that song, Who Have, and who don't have. So in the little that we, the Mascam crew, have, we are very proud to present this donation of $550 to you, our
Thank you very
King
much. Thank you very much. Bravo! You're playing. Thank you. Big up.
Thank you.
Fighting to arrive. Those who came from it and those who sacrifice.
Oh boy. They're walking in there to make a pledge.
Yeah, man. Good vibes.
With the right here in no time. Calypso come to tell the truth. No more
Somebody else is pledging 100. 100. He wants to remain anonymous,
Man.
but he will sell it to Dicey, okay?
Yes, sir.
For 100 US. Thank you.
remember the patriot. Historians, let us lie along. Don't forget the farmers and the corner.
Again, the numbers are 449-3095, 449-3096, and 449-3097.
The women who took a stand, the talk show host, all those who spoke. Historians.
137, yes?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
I'd like to contribute $200. That's Elsa Roye.
Elsa Roye contributing $200.
Yes, I.
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you. The Queen of Canefield East, huh? I think it's Dice Day today.
Running white, like they want to stop my child. Why some treating me like that? Some inflicting pain and hurt. When you run alright, I am always guilty. I live my wounds, but I don't fear no man. Even painting me with fancy colors. Singing on a political platform. I'm a performer, I'm paid to perform for whoever love my songs. So if we came to support that child is wrong, all are we wrong, all are we wrong. So Prince of Darkness was behind me in this unrighteous system. Trials and struggles upon me, oh, mama, I feel them. I is on my side. He will never let my footsteps slide. So much of troubles all around me, showing me who are my friends. I never get nothing in like easy, oh, mama, I feel them.
Again, the numbers are 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097-6164-257. All right, now somebody's pledging $500 US.
Thank you very much. Yes,
And he was sending to Dicey directly.
Okay.
So you can give him your number so at least he can contact.
So well, actually, directly you have the Cash Apps.
Yes.
You have the Zelle, and you have the Mo Banking. That you see, this free would come to me directly, especially the Mo Banking. The Mo Banking is straight to Dicey. The Cash App is me, and the Zelle is me directly. The PayPal, I am in control of it. Well, in a way that I will be using my mass camp vibes.
Yeah.
But it is for all of us to use. So you could send it through there to the PayPal vibe.
Just indicate it's Dice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's me and I will take care of it.
All right, no problem. But this one says he'll send it directly to you. Maybe through another app. I don't know.
Well, yeah, one of these apps will work directly also. you know.
All right. It says just don't mention his name, huh?
No, well, hey.
We'll keep it anonymous. $500 US. I'm shooting for $10,000. We have until 3 o'clock, but if we get more than that, we'll accept it. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Good evening. I'm pledging $100 US. I did that girl of yesterday with the flowers. I'll give it to Leroy for you. Thank you.
100 US, huh? Thank you. The girl with the flowers, that's all she says. Yes, what's that?
Yeah, the girl with flowers, that's DBS vibes. I got a bouquet yesterday on Kiwana's program by my friend, you know, a big fan. I think it's Laurel from Totola.
Okay.
You know, she live in Totola, but she's from Dominica. Good vibes.
All right.
Yeah. I started wrecking them ribs already. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Political history and division.
Walking in.
And those of you who maybe just want to take a picture with the guys, feel free, you know?
Yeah, you can come right there.
Come right there and take a picture. He has his crown on his head, so that's a good opportunity to take a picture, a photo op at the studios, okay?
I want you to stop. For my allegiance was to someone else, not you. No commentators, many in numbers, the patriots of you. So it's no wonder we are where we are. We did not stand with you. Whoa. Now we are destined for battle. Roots of a misplaced loyalty. Now we must learn to country, each and everybody, beginning with you. Lots of signs, but none so kind as he who will not see. Loyalty to party is the road to poverty. As division brought us progress, our people enjoying success. It is already late. Come, let's grab our faith and repatriate our heart, our mind to our country. Dear Dominica, my true confession is what I didn't do. I want to suffer, for my allegiance was to someone else, not you. We struggle to survive in Dominica. Getting harder and harder. And if you can survive there, you can live anywhere. When your own government will not help you, financial institutions don't care about you. As a young singer and a struggling man, I'm ready to fall in here in my homeland. Oh, imagine me as a singer in my Dominica. On my own. Forgetting concession, while me as a young man. On my own. All politicians who in the same thing is money falling man, and them they help me. So yes to turn, struggling alone, you with frustration, down for migration. What you expect young people to do when they see them on their own? Yeah, man. Hi, Dominica. And I wonder if I live and run, would life out there be any better? My mama, who abandoned his land, told me sadly he can take them all. When you see you're the one who gives the most, and it's you who suffer in the world. As a farmer, here in my country, I can provide for my own family. Imagine me as a farmer in my Dominica on my own. Some getting concession while me a local man on my own. All politicians doing the same thing. It's money foreign man, they always help me. But the country devil wants to plant the seed. We just have to work it. With help we can make it. When hurricane come, farmers come to run. When government leave them. Come and see, come and see, come and see. All the prodigal daughters, prodigal sons, don't wanna meet Dominica's reunion. They hear the country's building. There's a new stadium. Seeing is believing, yeah. They wanna come, they gotta come. From what do they come? From Atlantic they come. From Antigua they come. Oh, for reunion. From St. Croix they come. From St. Thomas they come. From everywhere they come. Oh, it's gonna be alright, alright, alright. Dominic Olaunde. Come and see. Come and see, come and see, come and see. It's the reunion day.
Oh, we're back with King Dice.
Yeah, man, Martin, we don't know already.
All right.
I know we're going through all the stresses with the Mr. James and thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're just trying to get an update, but my latest information indicate that the bail is still being negotiated. Somebody's on the
But
way.
hey, but Matthew, then people must take it easy, you know. I'm to provoke. I mean, why you to provoke? You know, I mean the amount of criminals that out there doing things, you know, different things, different hazardous things to the youth, you know, to the next generation, to themselves, to others, you know, and when you're supposed to take something seriously, it's these things you want to take seriously. Little thing where people tell you things where politics is concerned, say things where their hearts is concerned and their, you know, their true belief is concerned. And you want to, not human beings not supposed to try to suppress human beings' freedom of expression and speech. You know, and that is my problem with them thing. And the officers that's supposed to be bigger than the politician, the police commissioners that's supposed to be bigger than the politicians, them there. They're supposed to know what they're doing and not let politicians control them and their vibes like that, even those that are in the courts, because you have more power than the politician. The politician just there because he bursts himself through and he do what he got to do to get to power, and then he finally have influence on you. But at the same time, you know, you in a greater position of power as the commissioner, as the judge, as the thing, and you're supposed to do the thing right, you know, and them things is provocation, man.
People are still walking in with their pledges. I'm gonna ask our collector of the pledges to give us an indication as to how much money has been collected. Put your calculator on your phone on, and let's just check, huh? So we'll give you an update. We like to be very transparent, so stick around. More people are calling in. All right, no, a lot of people are just waiting. I think we the dark cloud covered that head this afternoon there with the news of Mr. James circulating. But Ronaldo Luke is on the telephone. She's a reporter covering the courts. Are you there? Hello? Hello? You seem to be missing that phone call there. Are you there? Let's see if we can connect a little louder there. Let's see. Are you there? Something is not right. Are you there? Hello? Something is not happening with the phone now. Let's see if we can connect directly. Stick around. Lion is king of the things, but in the food chain I come first. Will be right and rule you, but man is king of the jungle. Ooh, yeah, the jungle. We did say we'll try to get an update to read the court situation of Mr. Edison James. Ronaldo Luke, freelance reporter, is in the court at this time. Ronaldo, what can you tell us? Yes?
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon, and to you and all of your listeners.
Good afternoon to you. Everybody seems worried about Mr. Edison James this afternoon. What can you tell us?
Okay, so what transpired this morning? Well, the matter first came up for hearing this morning. The attorney for Mr. James, Gildon Richards, he had previously made a no-case submission. Magistrate Loader ruled that he would not uphold that no-case submission, and then he later ruled that the matter would be committed to the High Court for trial. He stated, based on Section 56 of the Magistrate Code of Procedure, once somebody is indicted to the High Court to stand trial, then a bail application must be heard. Mr. James was not on bail because he was served via summons, so he was never on bail for the matter. So what then Mr. Richards now in turn was saying that he should not be, the question of bail should not arise. He should be allowed to just leave because he has always shown up for court. He's always present and available. So then there was a little back and forth between the attorney and the magistrate. And after a few minutes of that back and forth, Magistrate Loader said that now that your client is indicted for trial for the High Court, the matter is now committed to the High Court for trial, then he's not going to allow bail in his own recognition. He must have a surety presented to the court because it's an indictable matter, and that question of no bail, it does not apply in this case. So then he told the remand officer to put Mr. James in the custody in the cell at the court, and then he just got up and he rose from the bench and he left, and that was it. He was never committed to the state prison as is being reported. That information is completely incorrect. When he returned to court, he did indicate that he would set the bail at $50,000. And I believe someone right now, one of the proposed sureties, he's trying to get proper documentation so that he can stand as a surety for Mr. James. So the information stating that he was committed to the prison, that is completely incorrect.
How many hours then did he stay in the cell in the magistrate's court?
Well, when I went to the other court where Mr. Thompson Fountain, Dr. Thompson Fountain, who is also in court today, there was a no-case submission also presented by his attorneys. I saw Mr. James sitting in court in the other court. So I am not entirely sure if he was placed in the holding cells at the prison or if they just put him in the other court because it was vacant. So as of now, from where I see, I don't think he was ever in the cells itself because there are a lot of prisoners from arrest matters and so forth. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he was ever placed in the cells itself. I think he was just placed in the court, which was not being occupied at the time. And as of now, the court, they're still waiting on one of his sureties to come forward with the proper documents. As I previously indicated, bail was set at, Magistrate Loda did indicate that the bail would be somewhere in the region of $50,000. So they're just waiting on his surety to come to the court to present that information.
So again,
but he's not in court at the moment, but he might be sitting outside in another courtroom, but not in the cell itself.
Not in the cell. So the rumor that was circulating there, I can tell you, everybody seemed very concerned that the 80-year-old man was in the cell. So you're saying you're dismissing that information there?
Yes, that is completely false. He is not in the cell. He's just sitting in the other court, which is not being occupied at the moment. And that's where I saw him when I last went into the court. He was sitting in that other court. He was listening onto the matter that was being heard with Dr. Fontaine. And I did not see him in the cell because right now the cell is full with other prisoners who came down for arrest matters and so forth. But that is the situation. He was never committed to the Dominica State Prison. His matter was committed to the High Court for trial. After the preliminary inquiry, which was done by a paper committal route, he was committed to the High Court for trial. So he has to stand trial on the incitement matter before a jury. And the no-case submission that was put forward by his attorney, Gildon Richards, that was not upheld. That was rejected by the court, and Magistrate Loda committed the matter for trial at the High Court. And it is, I put on the record that it is completely incorrect that he was ever committed to the Dominica State Prison.
So what about the Mr. Linton and Sparks John? Were their matters held this morning?
The matter regarding Hector John
and Linton.
No, I don't. There was Mr. Linton matter never came for hearing this morning.
Okay.
Hector John was presenting for this morning. His attorney put forward a case of a no case submission also. But senior, what's his name? Keith Scotland, he's a Trinidad attorney. He's the one who's prosecuting the case. And Mr. Loda stated that Mr. Scotland is on an island, so he needs to present him with an opportunity to respond to the application. So the matter was adjourned to next Friday, so that Mr. Scotland, who will be on island then, he can respond to the application for the no case submission for Hector John. All
right. Well, I want to say thank you very much, Ronaldo Luke, for this comprehensive report. And we just want to share the news that Mr. Edison James, was never in the cell, as was circulated earlier. Thank you, Ronaldo. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
I'll keep you updated after the hearing.
Keep me updated. Thank you very much. A very good reporting there from Ronaldo Luke. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, I feel better now.
You feel better now. I know
Matt, that. Today, they're supposed to be a happy day, and look at how it's happening to us.
I know. Everybody seems happy. Everybody's happy now. I told you we would update you, but and we did, huh? Thank you very much. Now let's concentrate on the dice. Let me see if I can get a number there in terms of what we have raised thus far. Can you just show me the paper here? It's 4,582 EC dollars. We're striving for $10,000 in the next, another $5,000 in the next hour, okay? So now that you have received the good news of Mr. Edison James, let's concentrate and move forward. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there?
Yes, Matt.
Yes.
My name is Cheryl. I'm calling from Maryland, and I'm calling to give my contribution to Dicey.
Okay.
But before that, I wrote a little something for him, and I want to read it.
Okay.
But you can put me down as contributing something. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
You know what I like about Dicey? He not buckle. When he was a young boy, they used to say, "I can't stand him. Ask them why. They don't know." But he not buckle. When he continued to win and beat Hunter and the rest of them, and all of them, they start saying he don't write his own song and ray, but he not buckle. Next thing, they hand his crown to Observer. Can you believe that was Animal Farm, one of the best? But he not buckle. The man always delivering on the stage for years. One time he forget, hear them. He's smoking too much weed. They don't say it's something they do to him, but he not buckle. Next thing, they try to buy him. He don't take it and run. He come back and sing louder and stronger. He not buckle. JD come with some competition. Everybody, JD, as if they tired of Dicey. But he not buckle. Next thing, Thriller only might come. And everybody done crown Thriller before the competition. But he not buckle. You know what I like? He never left the youth them. He been singing for them from the start. You know what I like? He never sell out or even though the price seem right. You know what I like? His head always up high and he never buckle. They say it's 10, 10, 10. In my head, Animal Farm was a crawl. But Dicey, we going for 2 6s. Roll the dice again. 2 6s. And
that was beautiful. You only try to make me cry in the place. Yeah, let me hold my composure. But that was my buckle. I like that. Yeah. Respect, and thank you.
Anyway, I'm making a contribution. Sherilyn,
Maryland. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right,
bye-bye.
All you like, all you put your faith to the death, put your carry that heavy load, and to maximum respect. You take a leap of faith, you take a leap of faith, you take a leap of faith.
We can add that to the $4,000. That's $4,500. Numbers are raised last night. I'm still trying to get the exact numbers, so we can add it to the 4,000 plus. Huh? So some money was contributed last night. All right.
Online and stuff.
Yeah, let's try to find out, and we'll add it, and then we'll get to the 10,000. I suspect. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yeah?
Hello, good day.
Good day to you, yes?
Hey, Dicey.
Yes. Big up.
Good day, Papa on the hill again. Dicey.
Yeah.
You know everything already.
Yeah, man.
It's like every time I listen to you, I crying, I laughing, I do all kind of things.
Yeah.
You know already.
Respect.
My little 50 cents wouldn't be enough.
No, your little 50 cents is the most beautiful part.
Listen. My little 50 cents not enough to pay you for what you do already for Dominica, uncle.
Yeah.
Not for me, but for them youth that come in here.
Respect.
And trust me, I don't even talking about the little 50 cents. Later, Papa.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, big up.
On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, good afternoon, Mike.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
And good afternoon to Dicey.
Hello. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, you know, Matt, for years, I had that little mixed thing between Caressa and the Dice. They were my favorites.
Okay.
But you remember, ever since Caressa lost that shoe, I noticed he weakened. And then I noticed lately there, it seemed as though he lost the other shoe. So right now, look at the Dice, look at the Caressa and got no shoe down. But you know, as old soldiers, I believe Caressa will come back on.
But you remember they giving blows with his shoes?
That's right. And you know, in the old days, Matt, of the medical school, the pledge would be between 5 and 6.
Yes.
But you know, as the late Spider said, see how we come. But anyway, in spite of that, I am still pledging $200 for Dicey.
$200.
Thank you very much.
I will drop by the office. I should be in town on Monday, so
Okay.
I'll drop it in on Monday.
No problem. Just write Posse, yeah? $200. Thank you. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Matt felt $50 I can put in just write blessings. If I don't do that, I might forget my king. But let me tell you, Matt, what can we do? I don't know if I should call on the criminal enterprise. What can we do to make it an annual thing? Every year at the same day.
16th.
Huh?
Today's what? The
Every
16th,
year on the
16th.
16th, Matt,
Yes.
a national dice day.
Exactly. Dice music on that day.
Yes, what can we do to have that concretized or solidified, Matt, where we recognize our king 10-10-10? And Matt, I did tell you about when the ladies who win have to wash for dice for a whole month.
10 weeks.
So that can prove the love dice the most, the women, particularly the senior ones. And I cannot say they come on from Baptist State, Matt.
No. Yeah.
All right. All right. Take care now.
Come on.
But when it comes to Calypso, here in my country, it seems there's no place for no place.
All right, Dominica, this is somebody that said it was something like that some years ago, huh? Let's bring the money right now. A live Dominica Calypso finals. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes? Yes?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
I'm here.
Hello. I said what about Dice. I gave that he wasn't there the time when I spoke there because I thought he was there.
Uh-huh.
But I want to just tell him that he will get my pledge. I'm not going to say how much. Hello?
Thank you very much.
I'm here, yes.
But I want to tell him I used to be a station sergeant in the Cadet Corps in Dominica.
Uh-huh.
And when the officer in charge says, Sergeant, hold the fort, you have to hold the fort until the officer in charge says, Sergeant, you're discharged.
Okay.
I want to tell guys, the greatest officer in charge has given a command to hold the fort.
Hold the fort.
And he must hold that fort until the greatest officer tell him, Captain Dice, you're discharged.
Okay? I understand. I'm Staff Sergeant.
Okay.
I get you, Staff Sergeant.
Thank you. Somebody's pledging. I want to remain anonymous. 150 US. You can add it to that list there. 150 US. Okay.
Yeah, man.
It's up to you. It's up to
Somebody's pledging $500. EC dollars. 225-6852. A driver's auto. You can add, because I'm getting some estimates there, to that total amount, $2,000. that was collected last evening, around $2,000. Also, our target is $10,000, so we almost there. I suspect if you can add 2,000 to that list, and those you have just added that. Somebody says there should be a big billboard in the city, somewhere in the town with the king,
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Hey, Mato, we had fights already, different fights. But you see them fights we having, I think it's because of the way I was built, man. It motivating too, the fights and them. And when people might think the fights is to try and bring down, according to the individual you're fighting, man, it's better you just leave that person alone, because if you show them that you're fighting them, you're motivating them so much, make them see themselves differently.
Choose your battles.
Yeah, man, and do it well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Good vibes.
Are you on the telephone? Hello? Nobody there. So the total cost at this time, $7,876 in an hour, almost like in an hour. We started at about 1:15. So in 1 hour, we have raised almost 7,000. Let's see that figure again, please. $7,876. And I'm sure there's more. Somebody has just pledged another $500 from Steve-O's Construction,
Steve-O's Construction.
La Pointe.
Thank you.
La Pointe. Yes.
Massive. Big up, man.
Steve-O, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah, man. Salam alaikum.
Thank you.
Everybody, man.
All right, let's do the Wanted Man on that night again. The Calypso final night. I saw myself a while ago. As the Wanted
Looking
Man.
good, man. Don't worry about it, Mato. It's for speaking truth,
Exactly.
for caring about the youth, and for wanting fairness in your land.
That's it.
So you don't worry about being wanted for the things there.
For the people, man.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Oh boy, I can tell you, Dice has so many models. She says, "Man, please put me on in the Bronx." Hello, talk to me. How you in Texas?
That's
Well, hello. I'm so proud of you. The day I met you was, oh my God, I have never turned back. Dicey, I'm so proud of you. You make all of us feel the way we wanted to feel on that night. As you know, I never listened. So next one, I know the story. You know something that takes...
Something taking her when you're on the stage.
I just cannot look at you perform. I cannot. I don't know something. I don't know what chair. I asked him not to take on that chair from any color come. But forget about that. You are our...
So I've been doing that for a long time, contributing the same thing we're doing there now. That lady every time, you know. So yeah, man. So you know, she's big up to you too.
Giving you support.
Yeah, man, always supporting me nicely in them type of ways there, you know. Big up there, so.
I see. Yeah. Let me tell you, I have I'm going to tell you, I have 200 US for you. Mm-hmm. That's just the beginning. I can't wait for you to come.
You want him to come in New York now? It's too cold.
Not that was right.
No, he covered.
He had the wearings for it. He had things to wear.
Yeah, he's covered.
Okay.
But all the best, and I wish you everything, all the good that you wish yourself, and all the good Dominicans are wishing you. I just hope you get it big. I want it big. We in the 20.
So you don't want him to retire now, then?
No. And I want it. I want it with the 20. 20,000 we eat. I know about your 10,000. 20 we eat.
All right, we have
20. We can do it.
We have 45 minutes. Hello, Johnson.
You're doubling that.
You're doubling that. All right, let's see what goes, huh?
If I say Lord, government is blind to real criminals in this time.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Matt, to all those who are pledging and with the intention to pledge, may that be multiplied 1,000,000-fold. Let me say praises, thanks, blessings, and glory to all of them, Matt. Let that multiply. Guys, if you don't know, 2 days Matt could not remove the handcuff in his hand. He come on the stage, if they say headquarters, nobody could not remove. I to show you how much you wanted it, I see. Have a blessed day.
Yes, I.
So I much rather be a wanted man in my soul, free from the soul's natural.
And those of you who want to pledge to Neatcliff, it's neatcliff.org. I'm sure we're collecting a lot more on the outside as well. The cell is 646-641-7243. More banking 767-265-0208. Account 1000 68586. Somebody says, man, we need to build a school so that Dice and Pat Aaron could continue to build the art form of Calypso. The school should be named Dice Pat School of Calypso.
Yeah, well, I have things I can teach, the youth. Trust me on that. Yeah. And if anybody listening to me right now, part of it, one of the first parts of the Calypso vibes, I can tell anybody, is your patriotism.
Speak the truth.
Yeah, your patriotism. That's why when I meet people on the streets and they say, I come in next year and I come in for you. I say, well, if you come in for me, you lose already. Because you're supposed to come and do the people business, and that's it. And when you come and do the people business, then, you're starting to do what you need to do, and then you put the little tweaks on it, and then, yeah. Your patriotism is number one.
Is that Tess on Facebook there? Hi, Tess, how you doing? She's cold.
She's cold. You can see. She have a and scarf around her neck, man. Drugs.
All right, Dominic, we're taking more calls. We almost 9,000 by counted. About 9,000, around that. We're shooting for 10. I'm sure we have collected a lot more on the outside. I'm sure, Dice will share with you.
Yeah, man.
Zelle and Cash App contributions out there. I know a teacher is saying she doesn't mind being part of the school, huh? That will be developed for the youth. Kizzy, yes, I'm sure they will consider that. You already know, Matt, we're rolling the dice all the way from San Antonio, Texas, pledging $100 US. Via Zelle. One of the more popular calypsos for the season, right? Of course.
It's a nice one there. Good delivery, good vibes.
Good vibes all the time.
Good vibes.
All right, another of Edlin Harris pledging $200. Thank you, Edlin, from Big Reality, Dream Big Reality Real Estate Company, $200 EC. Thank you.
Reality, Dream Big Reality, big up, man. Yes, sir. Two decades we've been lost. Things are getting worse.
You're so into that music, I can feel that. You love that.
Yeah, man. Hey, respect Pato, Pato is nothing soft, man. In the talent, they would say, "Upa all, man."
For singing true,
wanted for caring about the youth, but wanting fairness in my love.
Right here with the king of Calypso, 10 times, 10, 10, 10. Hello. Yes. We're doing it for the dice. Are you there?
Dicey, I hear they want to sing inside there. Take your rain wet inside there, my Dicey. I'll be careful, my darling.
This is well safe. Already have asked for that. Calling us, I'm a wanted man.
Now, Dicey, that's a picture of you 20 years ago. You remember that one?
2004. I think that was my first song,
2004.
2004, because we started in 2003 with Tarzan in the Jungle.
You're riding a bike there.
And then, I think we didn't have a transport, and As you can see now in there, it was there. I had my scooter just fresh and thing.
Yes.
I say, well, Queen, let's do it. Queen saying, let's do it too. And it was the big thing of the parade actually that time there. And the 10th one is in 2024. So it's not just 10, 10, 10 that was in alignment. The years 2004 and 2024 was in alignment. I find that is just kind of weird. That was part of the Persians' philosophy, where they watch the moons and the stars and things that in alignment and decide to do it now or do it now. And Alexander the Great and his style of things was, is just do it and talk to the Greek gods and this type of thing. So it mystical, and we can't understand it. And some of them, when we can't understand things, we just give it our own meaning. But it's mystical.
What about people who have said, I spoke to one person this morning and said, Matt, yes, he has 10 crowns, but he could have gotten five more.
Yeah, well, hey, I believe your obstacles as you go through life is you could take it two ways. You could either take your obstacles as obstacles and really it bring you down, or you take your obstacles as things that can rise you up, and you say thank you to your obstacles. Like I was watching Kanye West saying thank you to his accident, because he was speaking perfectly, and when he had his accident, he had some braces that he had to put, and he gave himself a certain type of style that when he started rapping in that style, it was even beneficial for him. So he even give thanks to his accident. So sometimes when some bad things happen to you, you that calling it bad, but the lesson that is supposed to be learned, if you learn it, you give thanks for that and you move on, and you'd see how that helps you.
What about persons who said that you've matured over the years?
No matter what I tell them, everything changes, man. I tell them, even the rocks that change, everything have to grow, and trees grow. You see, so if you believe that you're a tree planted by the rivers of water, or they say that you have to grow it.
You always want to sing, I suspect, for the youth. You believe in the youth.
Our future, our future. According to how you handle the youth, is according to how your future will be. And some people might think that is nonsense because they're living in the now, they're living in the life, and they find I'm supposed to be checking me and me alone. But really and truly, the words that you project out there as an older person, the youth and them, you have to be careful with them. If you want to shape your society, if you care about your society, the youth and them
should be
supposed to be one of the main focuses there. You see? I was just watching the difference in the performance in that one there, because you're doing your thing excitedly and you think, but in a time like now, when they're watching you so close, you have to become more classy and more collective, and all that is experience teaching you these things, man. In the Caribbean, it's good.
What's that?
I said that one was a good one too. Yeah.
Let's go back to the telephone. We have 30 more minutes. Let's see how much more we can pick up there. Of course, let me ask the accountant to show me the figures just now to add a little more, and we'll give you the final figures there. All the figures we have up until now. $9,618. We said we were shooting for 10,000. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes. Missed that call. Again, I just want to repeat some of the numbers. Cash App, King Dice Dominica. The $ King Dice Dominica. Cell 646-641-7243. More banking ID 276-265-50208. Account 1068-586. Okay? Nitcliff, NID, CLF.org. And PayPal, Showdown Mass Camp, all one word, at AOL.com. Now we're shooting for $10,000 live, huh? We have just about 400 more. Let's see what happens. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes, good afternoon to you. We have
Good afternoon, Matt. What a great feeling. We the fans giving back to our king, our Dicey.
Yes,
oh my God, that is feeling better than winning the lottery. Dicey, 10 is a big deal.
All right, thank you. Of course, a lot of people are saying, well, no, what the Calypso Association is giving is not enough. So they decided, of course, and we followed that initiative.
Yeah, man, that was kind of a good, ready. It's not something I would suggest because I always, think what I get.
You don't really care.
But that's a good thing because actually you're gonna need these things.
From the people. They came from the people.
Yeah, and from the people. Oh, that's the best part of it.
All right. So yes, let's see 232. How much more we can pick up? We're looking for $400. All right, we continue here with the afternoon time. Again. Bring the money, come. We're here until we expect Edison James in a few minutes. So we'll give him 5 minutes. So I'm sure Dice will allow that there. Follow the leader. All right.
So if you get a call from Abdullah, just let us know, okay? And we're bigging up the gutter community. I know they're listening, Kenu and the whole crew, Marcia and them. They want to pledge, but when I come, no gutter, or you give me my thing. Big up to all you. You don't know, you don't need nothing to give. It's the thought that always comes for me, and the thought always really appreciated. So no big up. Yes,
I met Granny and Gota that day. I met you there.
Yeah, man.
I really love you, boy.
Yeah. No. And these people around there know me before Calypso. So when I was living in DJ Lane, go to school, come and buy my bread by Miss Virginia, all them story there. They never know me there a long time. So that have nothing to do with just guys. So that's deep. So yeah, everything blessed there.
How's the bread business, Dicey?
Well, hey, the bread one step at a time. We're taking it one step at a time. And I hope that the people patronize the business right after the season, You know where to get it by Juice, you can get it by Palmo, in Tarish there. Yeah, you could get it every year. You could get it by 7-Elevens, and Mini 7-Eleven and Portersville, the 7-Elevens in Portersville and High Street. You could get it there also. So the bread there, man, not to do anything. Mr. Sir, Mr. Sir, them people will make me vex about Mr. Sir, why they not making you enjoy your life? And why they give you stress like that, Mr. Sir, for speaking for the youth? Wanted. I should have bring you on the stage, Mr. Edison, I should have bring you as a wanted man. For speaking truth, for wanting fairness in the land. That's why I tell the people that in power, like police commissioners and them, don't let the politicians and them control you, man. You have your work to do it right. And those are in the position of balance. like the Speaker of the House, the President. Stay balanced. You cannot be in positions of balance and be unbalanced. That will make our society grow better, because we cannot really have poison feeding a plant and expect it to grow. It has to have nutrients and things that are good for it. That's it. Big up, Mr. G. Hey.
All right, so everybody's been waiting for Mr. Edison James. A lot of we almost felt that this dark cloud that covered this issue of Mr. Edison James. Everybody was saying that he wasn't committed to the cell and things like that. We have Mr. Lennox Linton, we have Mr. Edison James to share for a few minutes. We almost hitting our target of $10,000. I'm sure we have an accountant here doing this for us. We had 9,000 plus what? Let me see the figures again. 9,018. All right. Let me see. I'm excited about money. $9,618, and of course all the Zelles and the cash apps. I think we have raised that figure a long time. But for here, we want to hit $10,000. But let's say good afternoon to Mr. Edison James, the former Prime Minister of Dominica, to explain there for a few minutes just what went on in the course today. Mr. James, good afternoon to you, sir.
Well, first of all, Matt, let me just say congratulations to the King again.
Thank you, sir.
Dice.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Malaikum salam. I think that's the answer.
Right. And thanks for encouraging whoever you had to encourage to bring back our money. As a prisoner, I understand that prisoners always have a number. My number is 6 billion.
6 billion.
From now, my number is 6 billion. Okay?
Yes.
But I just came from the court over there, Matt, and to the listeners. And again, let me greet your listeners. And I spent about 20 minutes in the cell.
You did?
Yeah, in the cell. It was interesting. I met two guys there. I had a little chat with them.
Because the reporter was just not too sure about
I spent, the magistrate committed me to the cell. So I spent about 20 minutes there in the cell. And then somebody came and said they were releasing me from the cell, so they had me outside in the magistrate's court. Yeah, but that's a very good experience, I suppose.
A good experience.
Yeah, but as I was saying to somebody, when I was out there, I was told that in Russia, the opposition leader was killed.
Oh, he died or something. I heard some information like that.
Okay. Yes. Well, I was told killed. So I'm glad I'm not at that stage.
Okay.
But here the battle goes on. The effort goes on to free our country from what we see here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the magistrate, he needn't have done that. I mean, he decided. I always expected the magistrate to have decided to send this matter of incitement to the High Court. It was a PI. I always expected him to. I've said to him directly that I do not believe that it is appropriate for a magistrate on contract to handle highly political cases, as the case involving me. He's under pressure, and I did not expect him to not send the matter to trial. And so I understand the process. Once it's decided to send it to trial, it can involve committing to jail or committed to a secure place until the trial is actually held. But then there's bail available, and the magistrate could have offered bail straight away without doing what he did. I get the distinct impression that he was bent on sending me to the jail.
To taste like something.
That's the impression I got. He was bent on sending me to jail, which he did. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know whether.
So, Mr. James, just stop for 1 minute there. You are being escorted to the cell. What's the feeling there at that time?
Well, I reckon I've never been into the cell before, but it's some life goes on. The police actually, I think the police felt away himself. He said something to me between he and I, and he asked me to sit, not in the cell. He asked me to sit. There's the general area. You come into the door here, and the cell is over there. The cells are there.
I know that.
You know that.
I know the area. Yes.
So you put me to sit on that little step there. I think he was still struggling with how he was going to put me in the cell, lock me in the cell, and then he came back and he said, "Mr. James, you have to go in." So he opened the door, glang, 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 and you're inside.
You're joking.
Yeah. So I get engaged with a guy there who was from Portsmouth. He was telling me about his story, and then another guy who was from Glanville also. So I sat down and we were having a good chat, and then somebody came and told me, Mr. James, come from there. And they put me in the adjacent magistrate's court to sit while the whole question of bail was sorted out. So that's where we are now.
Okay. I don't understand. Mr. Lennox Linton is here with us this afternoon. Mr. Lennox, how do you feel about committing an 80-year-old person, a former prime minister, in this house?
Well, understand what happened. Mr. James is before the court for a 2017 matter, February 2017. So he's been in the court since 2018. It's been 6 years since he's been before the court. Totally and absolutely obedient to the court process. Has never been asked to come to court and not be there. So there is no record, there is no history, there is no practice or habit for Mr. James to say that he will not show up at court if he's required to show up at court. The matter that he's charged for is incitement. We have been in and out of court since 2018. An application was made by Mr. James's lawyer for on a no-case submission. He said, listen, there is no case against my client. You should drop it. The magistrate hears the application and decides, no, this matter must go forward. So he dismisses the no-case application and then says, okay, I am committing the gentleman to trial by jury. And then he moves from that to, I'm committing him to prison.
He said that?
Yeah, I'm committing him to prison. Okay. Now, the difficulty about that is that bail is available. Bail is available to Mr. James. The lawyer for Mr. James is indicating to the magistrate, well, I am applying for bail for my client. And the magistrate then says, well, show me where in the law I can do anything but what I'm doing right now, which is commit him to prison. And then there's a little back and forth going on in the court, and then he rises and he says, the court is, he stands down the court and he asks the officer to take Mr. James to the cell. At that point, I'm shocked, I'm flabbergasted, because I'm saying, well, what is the issue with bail? What is the issue with granting Mr. James bail if now he has to face trial in the High Court by jury? What is the problem with the bail? So then I don't know what or how the good sense prevailed, and then there seems to be a change of heart after Mr. James is sitting down there and the news runs around the world that he is being committed to prison. Yeah. Then there's a change of heart. They say, okay, we'll hear a bail application. So at that point, a couple of us get busy trying to get a few sureties and so on to the court compound for the process of the bail application. And then it is done. And this thing was so simple. You wonder, why is it that Mr. James had to be put through the embarrassment of being placed in the cell in the first place? What was that about?
I think
not someone who is disobedient at all. To
Judas and Jesus.
I think the magistrate came there determined to put me in the jail.
Yeah.
Premeditated, perhaps under the directions. A magistrate under contract like Loda is should not be given charge of a politically charged case. Loda came there this morning predetermined in his mind to put me in the cell. And he did everything to make sure that happened. It's my opinion, I may be wrong, that he might be acting either on direct instructions or his understanding is that is what the powers of the U want to be. And I'm sitting there, I'm saying, my God, them people who owe this country $6 billion. You have 3 lawyers there. You have 3 lawyers there. $10 million they paid them so far. They'll probably pay them another $2 million now. And we are suffering in our country. And you have this kind of shenanigans going on. I mean, the lawyer even asked, could Mr. James then be bailed in his own cognizance? Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. And then he says, the lawyer asked him, okay, well, what figure you have in mind so that I can talk to whoever is likely to come forward. $50,000. I need, just the other day, we had a situation where I think it's the same magistrate who was so accommodating to Mr. Darrow.
The bail amount for the non-violent gun-related crime was what? Not $25,000.
No, 30, I think.
Gun-related crime.
Yeah, but it wasn't 50,000.
No.
It was a gun-related crime. It wasn't 50,000. But you using your mouth to speak something, and somebody saying, "Well, I calling that incitement is 50,000."
Yes,
the injustice in them places, there, man, them things need to
stop. And let me tell you something. When you look at the thing, what is before the court is that I said I related what happened in 79. Before I related it, I said, look, if we do not know history, we are prone to repeat it. So my crime, my incitement is that I related at a meeting in Lago. I referred to what Savre said and what Savre and Tony Esteban was saying on radio. And they put that forward and they say I incited and all kind of nonsense. I don't want to say BS, all kind of nonsense. And you have a situation where a magistrate who is under directions decide he's coming there to put me in the cell. So I was happy to be in the cell for the 20 minutes and,
don't feel
engage with the guys.
Don't feel no way about it.
The people of Dominica must understand what is happening to us. They must understand what's happening to us. Because Lennox is on next week, on the 26th, I think he is.
Yep.
Sparks Hector John is on next week.
Hector John was scheduled to have a hearing today. But the Trinidadian lawyer, one of those who part of the millions and millions of dollars being paid to the Trinidad Council. He was not Keith
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Keith Scotland. So he's not available. He's available next week. Yeah. So they asked Hector John, adjourn Hector's matter today.
So the Trinidad lawyer is controlling our court. He's not there. But Loda doesn't have it in him to say, partner, how many times now you've not been there? I'm going forward. No, he has to wait for him. So we're being controlled, just as we're being controlled by Anthony Hayden, controlled by Tony Estefan out of Antigua, Anthony Hayden out of Dubai, Tony Estefan out of Antigua, and the Hartley Henry out of Barbados. We're now being controlled by some lawyers out of Trinidad. So Loda sits down there and he has to wait for them.
Whose fault is that?
Our people.
Avoid the confusion. Anthony Hayden is Mohammed Abdullah.
Salomon Co.
But Lennox, your case is next week. Do you have any fears that the same might happen to you?
All of us will be put in jail.
That's what they want to do. The whole point is they want to embarrass you. They want to intimidate you.
Yeah.
They want to shut you up. It's all like we're not free to talk again in Dominica. We cannot say anything in Dominica. If what we have to say, certain people don't like what we have to say.
Let me just say it. This is against the background that Roosevelt Skerritt, Prime Minister Skerritt some time ago, told people when they see us in opposition, go up to us and call us traitors.
Yes,
and a traitor is liable to be hung.
And they don't arrest nobody for that.
So he told the people, when you see opposition, whether in the burial ground, anywhere, go up to their face and call them traitors. There's a guy in Marigot who, since that time, every time he sees me in Samsgate, shouts traitor to me. I've reported him 4 times to the police station, including 2-3 weeks ago, for that. So Skerritt incited him to do what he did. Then Lennox Lawrence in Lago urged the people that they should kill me and kill Sparks and kill Ron Green. Yeah. We went to the police.
Whether they hide in La Plaine or in Marigot or in Salisbury.
We went to the police. We explained, report to the police. Nothing has happened. Okay?
Reginald Street say.
So it's going to reach
you probably miss CAC.
Yeah.
And men
take Mr. and go with him without Mr. here.
Men in government that have a high position that reducing themselves to low conversations like that about killing and taking out.
But you see,
I told people in Wesley, if they vote for United Workers Party, the blood of Dominica be on their hands.
I said my number is 6 billion. That's my prison number. Okay, 6 billion. I'm appealing to Dominicans. Let us understand that where we are, today it's me, it will be you tomorrow. Stop this thing now. Okay? There's a call for people to be out on the 25th. We don't have 6 billion in Dominica, but let's get as close to that as possible to come out to show that we're protecting ourselves. And honestly, I said privately and I say no. This is not a matter of we fighting on Skerrit. Next week on the 25th is not fighting on Skerrit or fighting on Labour Party. It's fighting for Dominica. Dice is here now as king, having just told away people how much money we have outside in the foreign treasury and what we can do with that money. People should be there to stand for themselves, to say to the powers that be, we want to control our country. It's not fighting Skerrit, it's not fighting the Labour Party, it's not fighting them. It is for us. That is help to spread the news. Talk to the youth, the young people you have, because the future is there. Amity.
Yeah, man.
Okay?
And they need to be standing up for themselves.
Skerrit should be with all of us on the 25th of February.
Asking Abdullah for the money.
At the arch. All right, be there with us because it is our money.
Yeah.
It's not his money.
Yeah.
He has lost control of it. There's a line in the Monarch song this year that says, "If you mama guy,
the leader, that is he.
The leader mama guy is not Dominica. So in recognition that he has been mama guide, and the control that he was given, the stewardship he was given over our money, he allowed it to go into this other person's hand. He must join with us now so that we get our money back, Dominica's money back from these people who have it, doing what they want with it, while we are looking for money to fix our business in Dominica. Everybody breaks.
Matter.
So that you see that gathering on the 25th, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rufus character. Come with us.
Yeah, well.
No, this is big. This is big, man. This is huge. Huge. Years ago, people used to take their money and buy other people into slavery. In 2024, 2023, 2024, last few years of our lives, is our money, that is being used to recolonize us, to take back control over us as though our lives don't matter. And young people in Dominica now are saying, yes, our lives do matter. This land is our land, and we have a role and a responsibility to save it and to fix it for all of us.
Mato, let me say something now, if you don't mind.
Yes, yes.
So I was watching a legal show on Murray show, and a couple arguing because after the COVID, because one say they give you stimulus package twice and I don't get from it. So the other one saying, well, you don't get from it because we wasn't together. You had leave me when we get stimulus package. Meaning that stimulus package reach on big shows where people fighting for it. And I know we get some stimulus package from different world organizations.
We got over,
and nobody never touched nothing from
we
that.
got over $500 million.
And
through loans and grants and special assistance.
And people in America with bigger
after COVID
population, everybody gets something. And Dominican have 70,000, not again, maybe. You find nobody don't touch nothing from the stimulus.
Nobody got anything. In the other islands of the Caribbean, close by, in St. Lucia, in Grenada, in Antigua, in St. Kitts, in Barbados, everybody got a little
something for their household.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened in Dominica.
Notwithstanding all the money we got from other people to help us.
Yes.
Notwithstanding all the money we got from the sale of our passports
and
after Maria and after COVID.
And if your cousin take a $20 in your wallet, you pull your cutlass.
Yes.
But a man take all your money there. You don't say nothing about it.
Well, folks, we have to wrap it up because
anyway,
we just
sorry for the pull cutlass.
All the money count already.
We're almost there. It's we almost 9,000. We just received about 340 US, so that makes it 10,000.
Yeah, man. This is
well, 10,000.
Yeah, well, I have that, and I can still give you half of that. They try and test the program.
I want to just. We have to thank Sebastian for coming in with his security and standing the bail.
Lockhart Sebastian was kicked off this initiative last night.
Yes.
All Lockhart was saying he's never seen Q95 phone ring like that.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah.
All right. But again, thank you, Mr. James.
Thank you very much.
That discussion will definitely continue on
this.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, bro. We have 5 more minutes. But my accountant here this afternoon there will give us the figure in the next 5.
frustrating the future of their children. Fortune spent to persecute the innocent. Humiliation, opposition, already invested. Politics in this time. If I say Lord, government is blind to real criminals in this time.
All right, Dominica, we'll get our final figure before we go. It's 4 minutes to the hour of 3 o'clock. We were chasing 10,000. I think we're here. And that discussion of Mr. James, the former Prime Minister of Dominica, spending 20 minutes in the South.
What
Wow.
matter? And you see, the thing is, you see, lies. That's the thing about lies. I mean, people have to learn to speak the truth about things. Because I know sometimes you add into it just be a nicer thing, but just because if he was never in the jail, I mean, how would that spread that he's in the jail? It's true that they make it sound like that, and you're going to sell, and it would be good for people to hear he was in the jail to maybe to get vexed, but you don't spread. Truth so powerful when you handle it properly, man. It does do things properly. So I think people should partake in that more.
We're kind of wrapping up, guys. It's
Yeah,
3
man.
minutes to the hour.
Mato, man.
And I suspect
Mr. G.
The lady will give us a final figure. So it's 10,835. We have reached the mark. 10,835. Congratulations, Dominica.
Yeah,
you have done it for the
and
dice.
the lovers of Kaiso and the Dice fans and the Pato fans and Mr. G, Matt. You don't know everybody that play part of it. That man, big up.
I want to say thank you again, Dicey. Thank you.
Yes, man. Big up.
Oh, we were facing the news this afternoon that sort of overshadowed us for a moment there, but we did it. We did it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of the many, many fans.
I say something back
What a day, huh? The former Prime Minister of Dominica locked up in the cell for 20 minutes, huh? Speak the truth. Well, clearly, Mr. James was the wanted man this afternoon. My visually impaired friend there in Canfield, good afternoon to you. Coming up now, the Flo Dominica. Change for the better.